welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Bree, aka the Booktrovert here on YouTube. Happy Halloween! Today we are going, I don't know what that was. I'm wearing my Coraline sweater. But it is Halloween, so happy Halloween. I am so excited that Book of the Month decided to drop their books today. Let's get into it and see what the picks are. See if we're gonna see if we are going to get a book this month or if we're gonna skip. Unfortunately, I know in my last video I said that I was gonna pick a couple of books, but I ended up skipping October just because the books that I was gonna pick were pretty readily available at the library for me. So yeah, let's see if we get any books this month. Also, before we do, I just want to mention that the link to Book of the Month is down below in the description box. If you use my referral code, you will get your first book for $5. And also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. This channel is like my little baby. I am trying to grow it, obviously, but without further ado, let's see what the books are looking like. Alrighty, so we have the November books here. It looks like we've got 5 selections this month. The first one is The Road of Bones. I've never heard of this one, but it is a fantasy and a debut. Then we have a literary fiction called Dirty Diana, which is also a debut. Also, I did look this up because this was in the spoilers page, or one of the spoilers that they gave. This is a first in a series. They don't mention that on Book of the Month, but this is a first in the series, just in case you wanted to know that. Then we have a memoir, Dinner for Vampires, which is a debut. We have a romance, P.S. I Hate You, which is an early release. And then we have the fantasy, The Teller of Small Fortunes, which is another debut. So there's a lot of fantasy this month, a lot more than usual, and there's not really any thrillers. That's the first thing I'm noticing. Also, as always, if you're not interested in the books and you are a friend, I think you just have to have the friend status, which is 3 boxes. You can choose a member fave. So this month the member faves are A Flicker in the Dark, Evil Eye, The Collective, Kill Me, Kill for You, and Infinite Country. So those are your member faves. If you don't like any of the books, you can always skip the month, and you won't be charged. Alright, so let's get into these picks. So The Road of Bones by Demi Winters. Grab your cape and hop on the Viking mercenary wagon. We're hitting the creature-infested, killer-filled Road of Bones. Good to know is it's over 400 pages, multiple viewpoints, the first in a series, and it's salacious. And here's the synopsis if you'd like to pause and read. Also, the content warnings does say this book contains mentions of domestic abuse, so good to know that. Then we have Dirty Diana, which is a literary fiction by Jen Besser and Shanna Fest. I may be saying those names wrong. Quick take is it is an intimate and provocative look at desire, art, and unfulfilled fantasy through the lens of one woman's waning marriage. Good to knows are it's feminist, marriage issues, nonlinear timeline, and extra spicy. And like I said, this is a first in a series. If you look it up on Goodreads, just to be aware. Here is the synopsis if you would like to pause and read. And I don't see any content warnings from Book of the Month, but as always, look up the content warnings on your own accord just to make sure. They don't always put every single content warning on here, so it's always good to just do a double check. Then we have Dinner for Vampires, which is a memoir by Bethany Joy Lenz. You won't be the same after this candid behind-the-scenes look at the One Tree Hill star's experience surviving a cult. Good to know are it's family drama, buzzy marriage issues, and coming of age. This one actually does look really interesting. Fun fact, I've never actually watched One Tree Hill, so I don't know who this is, but reading the synopsis, if you want to pause, does look very interesting. Okay, then we have a romance, P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly. This is an early release, so it says, to honor her late brother's wish, a woman must road trip with a former flame turned sworn enemy. Cue all the feelings. Good to knows are it is emotional, over 400 pages, salacious, and it's a road trip. Also, this cover is so cute. I love it. Hannah Brown did blurb it, which is cool. And here's the synopsis if you want to pause and read. and no content warnings. And then the last pick of the month, we have The Teller of Small Fortunes, which is a debut by Julie Leong. In this magical story, a group of lovable misfits look for their place in the world and discover it with each other. Good to knows are its LGBTQ plus themes, magical, quest, and cozy. This cover is so cute. Here is the synopsis, and again, it doesn't look like there's any content warnings on this one. So alright, so looking at those, I do happen to know for a fact that a book box that I get will be containing this one, The Teller of Small Fortunes, so I don't think I'm going to get this one. However, this is the one that I'm most interested in. I think I'm honestly debating either skipping or getting Dirty Diana, just because I am interested in this memoir. However, I tend to like listening to memoirs instead of physically reading them. And yes, okay, so let's go ahead and go to all books and I'll kind of think on that. So new and recent add-ons, it looks like we have 5, if I'm not mistaken. So we have Pictures of You by Emma Gray. This is also the author that wrote Notes, what is it called? The Last Love Note, there it is. So I am interested in this. I actually requested this as an ARC on NetGalley, and unfortunately did not get approved. But all the reviews I've been seeing, this book is amazing. So this is a romance by Emma Gray. Quick take is a tragic car crash took her husband and her memories. Will remembering get in the way of finding love again? Good to knows are its multiple viewpoints, non-linear timelines, salacious, and second chance romance. I personally love the multiple viewpoints in romance books. So I am super interested in this. Here's the synopsis if you'd like to pause and read. And it doesn't look like there are any content warnings. Then I know a lot of people are going to be very excited about this. We have the second book in the series, Where the Library Hides, which is a fantasy by Isabel Ibanez. Quick take, return to Egypt and watch as our adventure return to Egypt and watch as our adventurous protagonist seeks justice in this epic follow-up to What the River Knows. Good to knows are its multiple viewpoints, action-packed quest, and second in series. And if you were curious, they do also offer the first book, What the River Knows. Here's the synopsis if you'd like to pause and read, and it doesn't look like there are any content warnings. Then we have Is She Really Going Out With Him by Sophie Cousins. This is a romance. Quick take, out dating apps, in letting your kids pick your boyfriends, writing a column about it, and dating your office rival. Good to knows are it's happy, light read, writer's life, and mama drama. This actually looks really cute. Here is the synopsis if you want to pause and read. Doesn't look like there's any content warnings from Book of the Month. And if you are curious, Book of the Month does offer other books by Sophie Cousins this time next year, which is actually on my TBR. I think I'm probably going to read that one in January or December. Then we have The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. Mary E. Pearson wrote a duology, which is Dance of Thieves. Sorry, I had to look for it. I have not read it yet, but I know people really like her and her writing. So it is interesting that they offered this as an add-on, because I don't think they ever offered Dance of Thieves. Regardless, the quick take is on a quest to find her father, Bristol ventures through magical and perilous fey lands and forms an unlikely alliance. Good to knows are its 400 plus pages, magical, salacious, and a romantasy. Here's the synopsis, and no content warnings from Book of the Month. Okay, then we have our final add-on, which is Bloodguard, a fantasy by Ceci Robson. Also note, this is the first time Book of the Month has done this. This book they're offering with the sprayed edges, and you can get that for just $1.99 more than what your regular add-on would cost you. I think that's pretty cool. However, I do wish they offered just the regular version as well, because for me personally, if I'm getting a book through Book of the Month and I really like it and there's like a special edition available, I will just buy it if I like it. So I don't love having the Book of the Month logo on there with the sprayed edges, but I mean that's new, so we'll see how that does, I guess. Quick take is victory is nigh impossible in this area. I may be saying that wrong. In this arena, but an unlikely ally may just give our gladiator a fighting shot. Good to know. It's over 400 pages, multiple viewpoints, there is graphic violence, and it is a romantasy. Sorry for going so fast. Here's the synopsis if you want to pause and read, and it doesn't look like they included any content warnings. So, with all that being said, I think I'm gonna go, if I get a box, which I don't know, I think it might take a couple of days to decide. I think I'm gonna go with Dirty Diana and then get the add-ons, 2 add-ons, Pictures of You and Intermezzo, because I really want this one. I started listening to the audiobook and really enjoyed it. So if I get a box, that'll probably be what's in it, and then try to get a couple of these other ones that I'm interested in through the library. But yeah, I think that's my plan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did decide to get a box this month, what you thought of the picks. As always, love hearing what you guys think. Again, there is a link in my description box where you get your first book for $5. I love Book of the Month. I'm not just saying that. They don't give me anything for saying that. I just genuinely love the subscription service. I feel like a lot of books they offer are books that I am personally interested in. Obviously, towards the end of the year, it's a little bit slower of a publishing. There's a little bit slower of publishing months, so there's not a ton of books to offer. But I will say next month in December is going to be very, very, very exciting because they always offer a very popular book from throughout the year that they hadn't offered in December. So I'm very curious to see what that is. I believe last year was Babel, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and happy Halloween, everyone. Bye, guys.